Hey everybody, anyone who knows me decently well knows that horror is my favorite genre, and I figured I'd make a video to elaborate on why. I really enjoy the suspense, and in particular, when there's danger in a movie, it creates a feeling of fear, which is why it's called horror. But the feeling is soothed by the fact that you know that no one in real life is actually in danger. It's all fake. So it creates this adrenaline rush that becomes pleasurable because you know that any danger isn't actually real. It's kind of like going on a roller coaster ride. Personally, I don't like violence and horror. I often have to look away. I especially don't like meaningless, pointless violence for the sake of violence. I'll give an example. I really liked a few seasons of American Horror Story, as I elaborate in another video. So I decided to start watching season 5, Hotel. I couldn't watch past the first episode, because all it was a bunch of pointless violence for the sake of violence, which really bothers and disturbs me. Maybe it gets better after that episode. I don't know. I didn't watch to see. Someone told me it gets better, so maybe I'll finish it at some point. There's one exception when I can tolerate violence, and that's when it serves a symbolic meaning. In a fictional context, which is not real life, no one's actually being hurt or dying. In a fictional context, I think violence and death can be a very powerful symbol. In a fictional context, I have to say over and over and over again, because people will take me out of context and say that I think violence is okay in general, which is why I get so much hate for my liking for Carrie, but whatever. I've noticed that in the shows and movies I've become obsessed with, Carrie is the main one, but I've also developed mild obsessions with certain seasons of American Horror Story and also some other movies. There's a common theme that being abusive to people really isn't beneficial to anyone, and it can in fact harm not only that person, but create a ripple effect that harms other people and even can and will harm the abuser themselves. In my video, Carrie's way deeper than just a revenge tale, I elaborated with sources that this is indeed the case. So I think that in that case, violence in fiction can have a very powerful meaning, metaphor, and symbolism. Although, even in that case, there's some violence that I can't stand to watch regardless. Like, Carrie 2 The Rage has the same message to not be abusive to people, but I can't watch the destruction scene because it's way too graphic. But yeah, so that's why I like horror. It's very exciting and frightening, but not in a way that's actually dangerous, so it creates a pleasurable feeling. So yeah, me and my cat wish you a nice day, assuming you're a nice person, and if you're not a nice person, then I don't wish you a bad day, but I don't wish you a happy day either.